What's good? Welcome to the Virzi Triplets podcast here.
No, you already messed it up. It's the Virzi Triplets show. You don't even know the name of your own show. You idiot. Welcome to the Virzi Triplets show. We will be on tour. The tour is Lava, starting in Minneapolis, where there may or may not be a nice meet and greet if you want to go to the Mall of America.
Hell yeah.
To meet the triplets. But Minneapolis, October 2nd. San Diego at the Laugh Factory, October 13th. And then Plano, Texas, Hot Springs, Arkansas, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Wisconsin, Appleton, Wisconsin. Lots of dates coming up. First off, don't ever come at me like that and then fail.
Didn't fail.
You
There was a you in the past.
The very principle of a show, even just to introduce the show, is to get the name of the show right. That is literally your show.
Yeah. It was like the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, but I said Conan O'Brien. It was just a little different. That's all.
Not even
But you're
close.
hosting this show.
I am one of the hosts.
See, and this is the problem. Sometimes I'm too good at what I do.
Oh,
So then these little pipsqueaks on the other side of the table, they go, I could do it. I could do that. And
You would have nothing without us.
Truly,
Literally nothing.
That's not
Because
true.
anytime we go out together, you're unanimously the least favorite.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
that's not true. I was hilarious the other night. We went out with Monterey Martinez.
You're oblivious to how exhausting you are.
No.
And then you do this, and then
no.
You lump yourself in. You lump us in there, and it's not that. Everybody agrees. It's just you.
No.
You made a joke at two of the other comics we were hanging out with, and you walked them. They were literally like, "Okay, we're gonna go in the other room now."
No, it was a recurring joke of the night, but it was a good joke. I can't say.
And then they also said, "When does the bit end?"
Yeah.
No, they said that when we were
Because they're like,
talking.
"Are you a real person?
I'm not.
Do you have to perform for everybody?"
The thing is, here's the problem, though. People think we're performing from them when we're just talking to each other because we naturally pinball off each other.
Again,
You
You're
keep
throwing
saying
in
this.
we. You're throwing in we here.
Well, and the other thing, one of my favorite parts of the night is, Dylan, you'll like this. Someone described us they described the three of us as a moving argument.
Yep.
Correct.
It's very
Monterey
it's very
Martinez.
accurate.
Monterey Martinez has had some tremendous burns on me. She described me as a Cabbage Patch doll.
You do look like a Cabbage
A grown-up
Patch.
Cabbage Patch doll.
And then she said we were a moving argument, which might be the best description I've ever heard of the three of us.
Well, Dylan's our videographer. We were actually in Dylan's neck of the woods. We were in Los Feliz, which, if anybody doesn't know, it is hipsterville. It is where all these people go to, braid their armpit hair and talk about their nose rings.
It's a disgusting place.
We were at a place called Zebulon. Zebulon.
Yeah, Dylan.
Remember? It was right down the street from your old place,
It
Dylan.
was right down the street from your old spot.
Where we used to hang out. It was a rock venue, which again we're not music people. Okay, we did the music scene going out and live music. I just don't. It's not for me.
I hate live music. I would rather. I don't like live events, despite being a live performer. I hate live music. I hate live shows. I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff. I don't go to concerts. I don't like live events. Football games, anything like that. I prefer to.
What do you like?
Boobs. I like boobs. I like working out. I've been binge eating a lot. I'm a binge eater. Yeah.
I mean, I think I killed half that goldfish.
I think people listening to this are thinking husband material. I think that's what they're.
I am great with kids. That is very true.
You're the exact same of them. You're the same maturity level as them.
You're in a state of arrested
You
development.
like boobs. You like binge eating, and you like what was the other thing? Playing. You like playing.
Which to a kid,
You're a kid.
binge eating and boobs are the same thing. They are the same exact thing. So you are a child.
Yeah, I went to a restaurant the other day and there was a woman breastfeeding her child. But she had, like, in the restaurants now, they don't go to the bathroom. They'll feed them under like a titty tent. Like they'll put a cloak, like an invisibility cloak over their tit and their baby while they're feeding it. But they'll just do it at the table still. And every time I see it, it looks like it looks like a referee's just underneath reviewing a play. Well,
Yes.
yep, that's a touchdown.
That's good.
The cloak of nourishment.
Yes. Although and I think that this is a great thing to say. If you ever see someone breastfeeding or a friend breastfeeding, just walk up and go, "May I cut in?" Like,
Excuse me,
may I have this dance?
which side is the skim milk?
Yeah. Slap the bag like you would at the wine bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think I don't even know what I was talking about.
You were talking about breastfeeding.
Oh,
You wanted to join in.
No, we were in Dylan's neck of the woods last week at the live event or whatever it was.
Yeah, well, we tried. Sean is a phenomenal dancer. We've said this before. Of the three of us, Sean is hands down the best dancer.
I think my second best performance of dancing, Dylan. You would have loved it.
And he went full maniac. He was rolling on the dance floor.
It was the first drinks I had in a month, and boy, it got me feeling loose.
I think you wet yourself.
No, I didn't.
It was.
We sure?
It was.
Yeah. Okay.
You definitely pissed all over the floor.
That wasn't me.
That was definitely you, and
that wasn't you. Who could it have been?
There was a leak in the toilet.
No, there's no leak in the
There's a leak in the roof.
Which you've actually done before. Last time Sean got really drunk, he broke a toilet and then tried to blame it on our friend.
Not only did Sean got so drunk he fell down into the toilet, broke it, and then went to sleep on the floor at my dad's house, fell asleep face down on the floor, and then woke up in a pool of his own piss around him.
We don't know if it was my piss.
It was absolutely your piss. And then try to blame it on my older brother.
Which is a fair target for most
Usually, yes.
for the toilet at least.
But he was sober that night, and then Sean tried to gaslight Michael into being like,
he was not sober. He was not sober. We Ubered home.
He remembered it.
We went to JRB's. Trust me. He just didn't remember. He remembered a little more than I did.
Yeah. Anyways, we were in Hipsterville, and I'm not a fan of these disgusting.
Why are they disgusting?
Well, anywhere I feel like in Los Feliz is like any of these spots are like, oh, it's a dive bar. Like they like.
I actually enjoyed it. It was the outside. Don't get me wrong. The outside looks like a mechanic shop, but when you go on the inside, a lot of them are renovated. They look good.
Yeah.
That's the thing about hipsters. Hipsters, they will go in, they will gentrify it, and it doesn't look horrible on the inside.
Well,
but you will get stabbed on the when you go back to your car. That's usually
the problem is if you go in, you have to deal with the hipsters, and that's not what I like.
I didn't mind.
How many of them did you deal with?
All the bartenders were, I'm pretty sure lesbians, and they were like just chatting it up with me. I'm like, yeah, sweet.
They didn't have gelato.
I was upset at that.
Alex wanted gelato at a rock venue.
They put it on their menu. The menu said gelato, and I'm like, gelato sounds good. And they, if you're advertising it
at 10 o'clock on a Sunday, 10 o'clock on a Sunday night,
Labor Day weekend, you think that you would have a healthy stock of gelato. Look, I didn't advertise having it. They advertised that they had it.
Well, places run out of stuff.
And then I asked for a virgin pina colada, and they also didn't have that.
A lot of bars don't have pina colada stuff.
90% of the bars do not have pina coladas.
So you ordered like an 8-year-old when you went in there. Again,
you're
a child
going to Mexico for the first time. That's what I ordered. Yeah.
I will say, Sean and I did try dancing with some older ladies, and we got rejected. And I was very insulted, because we were out of their league. We're out of their league. We're better. No offense.
One was decent, but
one was decent.
They
were
were
50.
Let me paint a picture. They were also about 55.
Yeah,
big curly hair. They were for sure getting finger popped to Def Leppard about 30 years ago. For sure.
So they should have been happy to getting finger popped to Daft Punk or whatever was playing,
or at least entertaining. Dancing.
We're good-looking guys, and
But no, just immediate rejection. And like,
can I tell you what happened? This is what happened.
Well, I'm a terrible dancer. I know that.
Sean didn't get rejected. You were so awkward and uncomfortable dancing that you got rejected for the both of you. Because it wasn't because of Sean.
I'm not a good dancer. I know that.
I think my dance moves could have pulled pretty much anybody in that bar.
I don't know what it is. I think I get.
I repeated. I mean, I wanted to get a conga line going.
But you didn't even try.
I know, it was unfortunate.
I think all of my dancing, I don't like dancing. I think a lot of it stems from anxiety. Back in the day, we used to go to an event called Mayhem, right?
Oh my!
For those that don't know, it was kind of like the middle school hangout. You would go to this boys and girls club, and they would have music and dancing and stuff, and it was supposed to be cool. It was supposed to be really cool. And anytime we went there, we didn't go much. I think we went like once or twice.
Like 3 times.
I think,
two or 3 times.
I think I went twice maybe because I'm like, I want to hook up with some chicks or whatever, make out. Yeah. And every time I went there, I immediately felt uncomfortable because I'm not a dancer. When it comes to that, I'm very introverted when it comes to big, loud spaces. I like to just chill. And the last time I went, I remember there was this girl. Her name was Lindsay Shin. Shout out. Much taller than me, maybe 5-6 inches taller.
She was tall. I mean, she was tall for being in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Obviously, they hit puberty first, but she was tall for Asian descent woman.
Well, and she wanted to dance with me, and it was like, I didn't know how to dance. Okay, so I mean, I still don't clearly, but at the time, I think a slow song came on, right? So I was like, hands on hips, or like I was not even hips. I was like
put
hands
them on like
ribs.
shoulders. Yeah,
it was like
you
not.
didn't put them on the. I remember you did not put them on the hips or the ribs. You put them on like the shoulders.
Because I was so worried about
and
like
she was taller. Or something like
yeah, I was so worried about overstepping and being like, oh, is she gonna be comfortable? Whatever. I had a raging boner the entire time. Just a gargantuan
with
boner.
Lindsay.
It was the first time dancing with a chick.
Yeah.
I got boners all the time.
Karina, I could have understood.
I would get boners when chicks weren't around. I would just get boners all the time. It's middle school.
Is it common? Like, Dylan, do you remember? Like, I remember almost every single name from our elementary school. Like every girl. Do you know like most of the people?
I remember a lot of them as well.
Maybe it's just us. Maybe it's just because we have.
Well, we used to go through the yearbook and rate everybody.
Yeah.
We used to be like, oh, he sucks. Oh, she's hot. Oh, that she, whatever. Like we would go through, and we even like up in college, like we would find old yearbooks and like be like, oh, let's go through and see how many girls.
We like to dig up the past a lot in in what we do.
There's nothing else to do in Simi Valley, you know. Again, it's a Slim Jim type of town.
I remember Mayhem. That was the first time. The girl I did have a crush on that we were supposedly dating, not really, but dating. She made out with your best friend.
Oh, boy, Tyler. What up, Tyler?
I cried, obviously, you know, that I didn't go to Mayhem again. Then when I had to go to school the next week on Monday and see her, she broke up with me. And then the best part was she
let you down easy.
We had to take Tyler home that day, who's carpooling with us. So I was just sobbing in the back.
Yeah, dude.
You know what's weird was, well, like I remember Sean bragging at the time, middle elementary school, like going far, and then like obviously now. Sean was bragging that they went out to a movie as a group.
Yeah.
And then he came home bragging. He's like, dude, me and Coral touched elbows, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was his big, like, dude, I made a move. We touched elbows the whole time.
I mean, in 6th grade, that's like the equivalent of a rim job, okay? Like, that's some pretty serious stuff.
At the time, yeah. I think everything's been accelerated now. Like, I think everybody just, like, the bases are completely different, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, for us, we also didn't grow up with sisters to, like, okay, here's the right move. Like, here's what you should do.
We had no frame of reference because
Our frame of reference was movies. Movies were the worst thing to listen to.
We were not around any girls growing up.
No.
And my mom sheltered us a bit.
Yeah,
with,
like if we liked a girl, it was like you were supposed to show, like the movies teach you to do some big grandiose gesture to like show your affection, which is the biggest way to turn off a chick immediately is to just be like, here's a bouquet of flowers, I love you.
Or shove your gargantuan boner in her back while you're dancing with her.
No, the boner was in the front. We were looking at each other face to face. I had to tuck it in the waistband. That's what everybody did.
Of course, the flip.
I made the bit. I think I told the story last week at the Hollister.
I think it's been mentioned on this podcast before.
Yeah, that was my big grandiose gesture where I was like, I'm going to win this girl over from her boyfriend of 2 years by going into Hollister and saying, you're the most beautiful woman in the world. Then I'd be so lucky to date you. Like, ugh. But that's how that level of cringe is how Mitchell is now with women.
Yeah.
That's how I dance. I dance that way. I'm not. You guys have such a different view of me.
You revert back to 20 years ago, that little wallflower.
No, not at all. Not at all true.
Absolutely. If I was a stranger watching that and you see fucking Rico Suave come up and then his weird, awkward brother that's in traction while he's dancing.
Well, I don't think either of you should be listened to. You know, Mitchell's a terrible dancer and you got your girl stolen from you. So it's like, you know, I don't think you guys are the
Here's the thing.
Back then.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I'm one of those guys where no matter how loud the music is, it actually like I can actually zone out. You know what I mean? Like I zone out when that. So I'm like not trying to like mosh. I'm just like, yeah. It's like all the noise. It's like going to a casino, all the loud machines and everything. You just like zone out.
No,
That's exactly
I'm the opposite. I feel the rhythm.
No,
I got to show it off. I'm like the ripples in a wave pool.
You're like a sea cucumber.
Yes,
That's what you are.
An anemone.
Yeah, no, I never get into it. Even now, I'm like, it's like very relaxing. My white noise is like extremely loud music around. I'm like, oh, cool. So like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm just chilling. I don't even want to get up and dance. I feel obligated. And I'll do it, like, if you have a chick already, then it's like, yeah, okay, you'll dance with them. Like, there's videos of me at the last wedding, our buddy Garrett's wedding we went to, and I had a date, and yeah, there's videos of me dancing. And that's fun. I could do that. But if it's like, oh, you're just going to go on there and dance for fun?
It's just weird
Dancing isn't fun?
It's weird that you and I we have the same exact come up, but like I dance well. You guys saw it, and you are just so stiff and rigid when you do it.
You're a bad
and Alex
dancer.
is too, but he's a different type of rigid.
I have confidence with my rigidness.
There's places where I'm not rigid.
Well, I remember the last wedding about 10 years ago. The video actually popped up on my feed. I showed Mitchell. We went to a wedding, my cousin's wedding about 10 years ago. Mitchell and Sean both got absolutely hammered, but there was this grandma that danced with them at the beginning of the wedding, just friendly, you know, like, oh, haha, like if you would dance with the flower girl. But then Sean and Mitchell wouldn't leave this 75-year-old grandma alone.
It was a dance circle.
They're like, no, let's keep dancing. And it was literally just this grandma and then Mitchell and Sean in this weird dance triangle together. And it was a mess. And I think eventually my dad had to kick them out and we had to leave because they were just belligerently drunk.
We went full night at the Roxbury there.
Yeah.
And then Mitchell, my favorite part of that wedding is Mitchell tried to... he tried to make a big grandiose gesture with one of the girls there. She was a manager at our work whose sister got married, and Mitchell asked the DJ to play Aerosmith, I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah.
And he asked her to dance. So they danced for about 5 seconds, and she had told one of her friends, hey, cut in and get me out of here. And this guy just cuts Mitchell. And Mitchell just kind of defeated walks off the dance floor.
Yet another reason why I hate dancing. Yet I've never had a good time on a dance floor. I just can't let loose. That's one thing. Like my version of letting loose is just sitting back, chilling. Like you're doing your little Q-tip and pushing the lawnmower, whatever the fuck.
Sean dances like Kevin James from Hitch.
Yes, exactly.
No, but I have a lot more to bring to the table in the last.
She is Kevin James. Now that I think about it.
No, Kevin James is way more successful.
That's fair. But
well, I was gonna say high school always has those weird, awkward dance moments, like at the school dances. Like mine, it was the very first dance I went to, the homecoming senior year, and this girl was in one of my classes. I'd never really talked to her, but we started dancing. It was like one of those, like, oh hey, we made eye contact. It's like, oh yeah, I know you, haha. So like we started dancing, and then I just pop a fucking. It's like I was so hard. She must have felt like I was robbing her at gunpoint or something. Like, give me your purse now. She never talked to me ever again after that.
How long was she on it before she's like, I need to get a new dance?
The whole song.
Oh,
the whole song, yeah. But afterwards,
is there a baby rhino between my legs?
It has to be a form of flattery.
But it's like you're a high school girl. Like you've got to know. You also kind of want to. Like if you're not, you would be insulted, right?
Well, that is. See, that's the thing. Dancing in high school is that you grind. You grind on them. You grind against a wiener. When girls get old enough, they just dance with each other. They don't want to deal with the guy. Yeah, they just make their girl circle. They get away from all that. Like,
well, that's what I hate about like the clubs and stuff now is because I always thought like, okay, cool. If you want to meet a chick, you go to in theory, you go to the club, you go to the dance floor. Girls don't go to clubs to dance with guys. Girls go to clubs to dance with other girls. Like that's what girls do.
Yeah.
So I any guy that's going to the club to dance with a girl, if you don't bring them, is a very low chance of actually getting to dance with them.
They want to dance with the girls, but they want the attention from the guys.
Yes.
Like I'm sure those older women that we talked to or whatever tried to dance with, I'm sure they were flattered, but they didn't want to dance with us, aka Mitchell. But I'm sure they were like, oh, like I appreciate these younger gentlemen trying to flatter. It's like, oh,
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine as a couple of girls going out the night, you know, you're having a good time, you're hanging out, and then out of nowhere, you just see Mitchell's stiff body trying to come up and it is like that. It is exactly like that. Hey, you guys come here often? Wow, cool crowd. What school did y'all go to? Is wow?
It's like he's an air traffic controller or he's holding up a chair in the Hava Nakila Hava dance.
Or he likes to do it. Oh yeah, this song is a boogieing. Okay, wow.
No
wow.
one
Guys, are any of you on Tinder or single?
Cowabunga.
I think we'd make a great couple. Groovy.
I don't talk like that. No one talks like that.
That's how your dance moves.
This is why I don't like dancing.
If they could talk, that's how they would talk.
But the whole point of dancing is if you see, you're at this weird impasse where it's like if you don't care if you don't care how people view you when you dance, you'll enjoy dancing. But because you're so self-conscious about the judgment of others, you can't loosen up, and then people make fun of you because you're dancing because it's so rigid.
I don't give a fuck either way.
You do.
I don't enjoy just rhythmically moving to some fucking song. I think it's stupid as fuck. I think it's so dumb. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna like a fucking one of those air inflatable things outside of a car dealership. I just don't give a shit. I don't care.
But that's why.
But you do.
But you know, Sean,
I only care because I get judged when I try to do it, and then I get shit on.
Yes.
Because I don't want to do it to begin with. I don't enjoy it.
You have it backwards. Where Alex knows I truly don't care.
Sean doesn't care
because I enjoy it because it's funny to me, and then others happen to find it funny too.
It's a miserable situation for me to begin with. So if everybody's like, "Oh, hey, come and dance," I'm like, I don't want to. And then they're like, "Oh, what are you, party pooper?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll fucking sit here and drink my whiskey."
You're like the guy that's like, "Hey, come in the pool. It's nice." And you're like, "No, I don't want to frolic." It's like
that's what dancing is. You're dancing is just frolicking with your fucking limbs.
Yeah, that's all most of life is. You're in the pool. You're frolicking. Same shit.
That's
you're playing
completely
sports.
different.
Thing.
Completely different. Pool, you can chill in there. That's my vibe. I will go in a
chill
pool.
on the dance floor.
No. That's not chilling. That's
Mitchell. 2 steps.
I don't want to fucking do any of it.
Then don't get peer pressured into doing it.
Do you know what looks?
We went to a musical. I didn't know it was a musical venue. I didn't know I was going to be held at gunpoint to fucking. Let's move around. Oh yeah, everybody's just going to move. It's just the dumbest fucking thing.
Like I held the one girl.
It's just stupid
in my pants.
I just think.
By the way, that's it. That girl.
Yeah, I know.
She grew up pretty hot.
I know, and that I never noticed her.
Middle Eastern too.
I'd never seen her as that, and then after that, I was like, "Oh, she's all right."
I always saw her as a baddie. Always saw her as a baddie.
She was a baddie, and I was like,
She always had a look that said "fuck you."
I love
which is great.
Which is a Middle Eastern kind of like default look, but
yeah, there's a couple of high school girls that blossomed into baddies.
Yeah,
she was one of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to name names.
I don't know her last name.
There was also quite a few that had a fall from grace. I will say that the couple that definitely peaked in high school.
Well,
that's
how it goes.
No, I didn't peak in high school. No way.
So your whole mindset was you were going to go over there, just rhythmically move, and then you were going to get that Middle Eastern chick. But
you got to understand. I was already whatever enjoying the song. It was Cascada. Every Time We Touch. Love the song.
It is a great jam.
Dylan laughed it. I was enjoying myself. He hates it. I was enjoying myself, and then she was dancing too. She was enjoying herself, and then it was the mutual you've passed the bar. I will let you grind up on me. That's so, and then it's like in the documentaries, the female lioness has turned around so that
and seen the male platypus.
The platypus now mounts the lioness. No, but I got the approval, and that's where I was like, I missed that because I'd never seen her like that until this time, but now we both have oh, nice, and she's like, I agree. Bring that
coat hanger you have in your well, not a coat hanger. What,
point choice of words.
Bring that doorknob you have in your pants up on my buttocks. And I'm like, okay.
Of all the props you could have picked,
I didn't know what to. I didn't want to put like a
I've had enough of the dance topic.
You could have done all that without dancing. You could have literally asked her.
But I don't care. But I missed
breaking the nonverbal communication.
Yes, I skipped all the small talk, which again you're not good at either. You just skip all that.
I thrive on that.
No,
and now we're at a point where it's just bodies. It's just nature. We're into it. We're grinding. Pheromones are in the air.
Oh yeah,
fluids maybe getting released, and sure enough,
she left.
Correct. I don't know if she left. The song changed.
She stopped
and
dancing.
then, you just kind of
she wasn't feeling
on.
it.
Well,
then she did what I did. She just moseyed back.
Here's the thing.
Off
Mitch,
the dance floor.
Your nonverbals are not good.
You guys have such a critical view of me that no one else sees, by the way. No one else. You guys literally judge me differently than every other fucking person judges me.
Those two women you tried to dance with, they saw it.
I don't give a fuck about their old fucking saggy bags. Who gives a shit? They should be happy. They should be thrilled that I was in their presence. That sounds kind of Machiavellian, but I like this is the problem when this is the nice thing about getting older is that I've learned to say no to these circumstances that I don't agree to. Right? Oh, let's go dancing. Yeah, that'll be fun. Fucking no, it won't. But I did it anyways, and I'm like, yep, I was right. That sucked.
You're a curmudgeon.
For the podcast.
Yes, as you get older, you become a curmudgeon. Or you just know what you like. You know what you like. I could have been in that front room just sitting there, sipping on a drink the entire night. That's fine.
But
I would have been so happy with that. And you guys are like, hey, come on. Let's go into this discount lounge over here.
The water's nice. Come on in.
And I'm like, no, I don't. And what do you
restate that? Restate that. I believe that's what Alex wanted you to do.
No, I was going to say before we move on from this dance topic because it's been far too long. Can you just, since it's a video podcast, can you just show us just how you dance?
Can't,
just a little. Just give us a little.
I just
yeah. It's not much. It's just a little arm movement.
The groundhog and Caddyshack dance is better than
you. Okay, moving on.
I don't enjoy it. Okay?
Neither do we.
I will dance without my pants. That's about it.
Moving on to a different subject. NFL Week 1 just happened. Sean went
I
to...
thought we were going to talk about Labor Day.
What was Labor Day?
The Labor Day party.
We'll get to that. I mean, yeah, we're setting up clips in this next section. Get ready for this podcast topic. Which, by the way, the podcast clip's been doing.
Well, I had a different topic I wanted to bring up.
Go for it.
This will be pretty close to home for you.
Oh boy!
But should you loan your friends money?
No, I don't think it's ever a good idea to loan anybody money. However, I'm dumb enough and I have done it.
But like if your friend, if you can't give, like they can't ask you for money, who are they going to ask?
Here's the problem. If you have a friend that needs money but doesn't then pay you back, then that's disrespectful to your friendship. And how do you that it starts to create a problem in your friendship where it shouldn't be a problem.
Then you have to go full Sopranos and be like, "Where's my motherfucking money?"
Yeah,
you know.
Your relationship changes. You go from friendship to client, and you have to be cold with your clients.
And usually the people that ask for money don't just do it once. If it's a one time, like I've known the guy for 20 years, sure, absolutely. But I'm a dick where I'm like, I want a payment plan scheduled out. If you're going to pay me back, okay, this is what happens. Do you agree to this? I make it a contract.
Well, it is.
And that's what I do. In the text message, I'm like, this is a contract. Do you agree to this? Okay, if you don't pay this.
It also varies on the level of friendship. If you have like a third tier friend asking you for money, then it's like, what? You don't have like family or a bank or grandma you could ask.
True.
If a grown adult is really asking you for money, that's like a couple $100. How do you not get that as an adult?
Yeah. Hey.
Have you never heard of a credit card?
How do you not get that as an adult?
I can see you with a nail file just like, you late again. It's gonna be another couple points.
Yeah, that's exactly what
No,
I
I swear, I swear I can give you the money.
I can't. I don't think it's a good idea to loan out money.
I
to
don't.
friends.
I don't lend anybody.
Is that your?
I don't. I would be reluctant to lend you guys money.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be
Because if I were to
reluctant.
be like, "Hey, you still owe me money," you'd be like, "Too fucking bad."
I literally do that with you guys every single week.
That's not
Bafangul.
Yeah.
You get money.
No, I don't think it's a good idea. You can't loan out money to friends. It's not a good idea. And also, I don't the wording's not going to be good on this. I'm trying to figure out how to word
Think
it
of a
better.
sentence.
Well, I don't want to be like, how do you not have money as an adult? But that's not a good.
People have hardship.
Well, listen, we deal with a lot of comedians. Are not known for the best life choices, so it has come across it in our time. And like, comedy is kind of like it's kind of like the army. You're like, it's like a camaraderie. You're in it together. So like, yeah, you do feel inclined, but also, like, if you're not exhausting all options first, and then doing it, then it's like, maybe.
Well, there are a lot of people that are not as business savvy as us. Believe it or not.
If you don't have money in as an adult, you need to start watching those TikTok videos immediately on how to build an empire.
Yes.
Or get a side hustle.
Yeah, get side hustles.
You better have 20 fucking side hustles if you're going to ask me for money and then not be working your ass off.
Why are you not a wholesale supplier on Amazon? Why don't you have your own Amazon shop?
Why haven't you started a shop on Etsy?
Yeah, there you go.
You can make $400,000 a week if you build your own Amazon shop.
If you read audiobooks, you can make $40 every half hour.
That's true.
Yeah,
Apparently.
they're all ridiculous. The side hustles on TikTok are.
I mean, it's cool for a lot of like teenagers, like to just, hey, I could read this book and make money. Like that's cool.
Or you could just do, it's
better than-
OnlyFans.
As a teenager?
Not as a teenager.
Okay.
But there's a girl I follow on Instagram who's 19 and has an OnlyFans, and she's out at just like Katana and Nobu, and I'm like, I can't imagine being
Who is this?
Lauren Mochin. She's hot.
If you ever want to come on the podcast, Lauren.
You can bring your friend.
I mean, some of these side hustles, like if you're like 16, 17, great little, like, it's perfect because like it's better than doing like working at McDonald's,
You don't need experience.
and it's better than doing like a lemonade stand.
If I have a kid, I'm going to teach him. I'm not going to tell him to read. I'm going to teach him how to make Amazon stores and just train him like a little robot to find like different wholesale suppliers and then just make money off of it.
When I have a kid, I'm going to have him as an authorized user on my credit card. I'm going to have him make monthly payments, and we're going to get his credit score up to 850 by the time he's 18. Guess what? He can get any loan he wants. He doesn't even need to go to college. Boom. Gary Vee.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. No, I would loan friends money.
Why would you loan friends money?
Because if you have enough balls to ask me for money, I'll give it to you.
Sean, can I have money?
I know you have money. That's different.
But I need more money.
You don't.
You were saying you do it for the
I
ball.
have the
if
balls
they,
to
if
ask
they
you
come
for
to me,
money.
if they come to me with a plan, and I'll be like, okay.
Sean, I need $10,000, and here's why. I'm going to buy the dip in Bitcoin, and I will give you a 2% return on your investment.
Sean,
Over how long?
Over 1 month.
Sean, I need $20,000.
Over 1 month?
I'm giving you 2% return on a $10,000 investment in a month. Yeah, I'll give it back to you in a month with 2% return.
Make it 20.
Sean, I'm gonna ask you for $20,000 so that I could break off from the Virzi Triplets and become my own independent content creator.
I will.
Good luck with that.
I will put money.
We'll go
into
half
that.
on it, half and half.
And I'm spending the money on Dylan.
Good luck.
Well,
Music
No.
video, baby, let's
we're
go.
not doing Jack Valentine.
Yeah, I just think like maybe if you're younger, I loan you. I am more inclined to loan you money. But if you're like 35 and it's like, hey, I need money, it's like, what have you? And I see if you say, hey, I'm low on money, and I see you going to Stagecoach, I will never trust you again, ever. I have so many friends that are like, I'm broke. It's like, yeah, because you're going to Coachella and all these things every weekend, and you're going and living it up, and going to Sky Bar and getting $15 drinks. It's like, okay, then you're not broke. You're just dumb.
That's true. If I was going to loan out money, I would look at their Instagram feed in the last 10 months.
Well, that's what ruins a friendship. Is if you're going, yeah, I need.
But here's the problem that I don't like about it is that you feel guilty. They're the one putting the strain on the relationship because they fucked up, and they're making you feel guilty for not giving them the money that they lost fucking up.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Okay.
oh yeah, it puts a strain on the friendship, but it's like that's their fault.
Would you? Okay. How about this?
They're willing to risk the friendship to get money.
Would you bail your friends out of jail? Like pay the bail and get them out?
Depends on the bill.
Depends on the crime and depends on the bail.
Well, I don't know what the standard. We'll say the bail's at $5,000 and
Nope.
No. You wouldn't bail your friend out. $5,000.
$5,000 is
If your friendship is not worth $5,000, it's not a friend you should be having.
a bail bond is 10% on top of whatever it is. So if it's $5,000, it would be $5,500 for the bail bond. So you just pay $500. You would pay. That's how the bail bond.
That's up front. Then you have to continue to pay it interest.
I think the bail bond is you put the $5,000 down, but then you get it back.
The question is, do you bail them out or no? Payment plan aside,
Not for
you're
$5,000.
fronting
If they-
$5,000 for your friend, or they are
$5,000,
stuck in
no.
jail
If
for
they-
X amount of time.
If they get a DUI, then no, I don't feel bad for that.
It does depend on the crime. If it's something like ridiculous and they really fucked up,
If they're doing something that stupid for $5,000 a bail, yeah.
even then, if it's jaywalking, I'm not bailing him out.
You're not bailing out your friend for jaywalking.
yeah,
They're not going to be in jail for that long.
If
$5,000.
they don't pay bail, they're going to stay in jail.
Okay. $5,000 for that's a lot.
Hey,
I love my friends to death.
do you?
I do, but they have to understand that. Am I getting the $5,000 back?
But that's the whole point. If they're your friends, they'll pay you back. That's probably implied. 2, the fact that if you love them so much and you're not going to help them when they're at the lowest, what kind of friend are you?
It would have to be something either where they were injusticed, right? So like a bar fight where they got sucker punched first and then they got caught. Then I would probably do it. Or something so ridiculous that I had to do it because it was hilarious. For example, smuggling butt plugs. You know?
How many could you smuggle?
I would give them $1,000 per plug.
That's fair.
Exactly. It's got to be ridiculous.
But here's the thing. You don't know what they're going in for. You don't know. You just get the call, hey, would you like to accept a collect call from Sean Virzi? Sure. That's it.
No.
I need you to bail me out. We'll
It's
tell
Sean-
you later.
If it's Sean Virzi, no.
You guys are terrible friends.
No.
Terrible friends.
It all depends. It's all case dependent.
I am very
Then
much.
You're not even a friend anyway. As right now, your relationship is not there.
I am very.
Those are acquaintances.
You gotta be responsible for your own actions. You know.
Everybody makes a mistake.
Of course. They'll pay $5,000 to get out of that mistake.
When you're in jail, you don't have
No, I know, but
Yeah, that's a rough one.
tough. It's a toughie.
Dill, I would bail you out if you get in trouble. I know you.
He
I know you
doesn't believe- he doesn't
I know you
believe
get
me for a
wild.
second.
I know you get wild. You can remember my number. Dill. You don't call, period.
Dylan said he doesn't answer when he calls.
I'll look at my phone right now and see the last time
I
you called.
pick up the call. When Dylan calls me, I pick it up. I go move his couch. Then if I call him for something, ghosted. That's
true.
That's true.
That's what happens.
Dylan will answer me immediately.
I know. That's the worst part. He'll answer.
But that's the thing. It's because people don't respect you. They don't.
Hey,
you're unanimously the least favorite.
that almost shows how kind-hearted I am because even with such disrespect from Dylan,
No.
I'll still go in there, be the only one to move his couch.
That's why people ask you for money because they don't respect you.
No.
The problem is you expect something out of it.
Dylan says I expect something out of it. Yeah. Dylan, I'll remember that. I guess I expected
Like I
something out
said,
of it.
if a friend asks me for money, I understand the balls. It's Luca Brasi coming to the Godfather. Okay, I get it. I respect it. And who am I to turn it down?
A sucker, apparently.
No.
It takes more balls to say no to their face. Deal with it.
On this the day of on my brother's podcast, I will grant your request.
Oh boy. Well, fantasy football in full effect. Week 1 of the NFL will have already passed by the time this is out. Sean probably got absolutely plastered
It'll be a whole other report
at the Rams game.
We'll
This
report
is
that.
my favorite thing in the world. We go out Sunday, and Sean goes, "Yeah, I'm not drinking." Sean goes a while without drinking. He goes, I'm not drinking till the Rams game on Thursday, and then proceeds to get hammered for probably a good 36 hours straight.
Yeah.
36 hours straight, and then goes. Then the next night we go, "Oh, hey, do you want a drink?" He goes, "I'm sober until Thursday."
I'm not drinking till the Rams game.
Listen, I admire the hustle. Okay, he's
Thank
back.
you.
He's on a bender. Let him do a bender. A bender is good. Sometimes when you're a guy or a chick, even sometimes you need a good bender. You just need to go. You need to get drunk. You need to forget about your problems.
And-
it's the best way to do it.
And did you not enjoy my delightful dance moves?
I did.
You
I
enjoyed them.
don't want to get back into dancing. We are in a fantasy football league. Week 1 already passed. I don't know what the results will be. I'll tell you who's going
It's
to lose.
great to talk about it in the future.
Well, whatever. Mitchell is by far the worst team in the draft, so I'm curious.
That's not true. I got ranked an A+.
No, all those rankings are wrong.
Are they?
What is the best
They're wrong as
fantasy?
Sorry.
What is the best fantasy football punishment?
That's tough.
Mitchell's thinking it's tough for Mitchell because he's probably going to be last place.
Well, we're pretty easy. Like we don't go hard on the punishments in our league.
It has to be something to do with public humiliation.
Yes.
Agreed.
Oh, almost certainly.
Whether it's you get a parade float that they have to stand on. Granted, nobody really does parades anymore. I have a lot of outdated.
The best punishment I've seen for a fantasy football league was somebody had to go on a date with a blow-up doll to a very fancy restaurant for like 3 hours straight.
That's hilarious.
And they had to talk to him the entire time,
That's
which I would be – if that happened in our league, I lost, I would happily do it.
I don't know how they got into that restaurant, but I love the idea of that.
Dude, and here in LA, you think it was a question if you bring a plastic blow-up doll and be like, "Oh, we're having dinner for 2?"
And then you order food for the blow up doll
Yes.
as well?
yes,
I believe so.
And you take it home.
And they
That's
share
that's a good punishment.
It is a good punishment. There was another one I saw that was somebody had to stay in a diner for 24 hours straight.
I did see that one.
Oh, I could do that. I could do that in a heartbeat.
Well, and they said that for every pancake they ate, then it shaved an hour off. Which I'm like, oh, that's easy. But then I'm like, dude, after 3 pancakes, you're stuffed.
It wasn't. It was 30 minutes or something. They had to eat an obscene amount of pancakes if they wanted to get out of there early.
Yeah.
So this guy just ended up binge eating at a diner for like 20 straight hours.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah, those are good punishments. I like those. I don't know what we're going to do. We usually do smaller stuff, although I think there should be more public humiliation in our league because everybody in our fantasy league has been around for 15 plus years. We have the same league for 15 plus years.
Well, we get a lot of we got most of our friends in the league are straight edge 9-to-5ers, and they're past the public humiliation. Most of them have kids. They don't want to go to a restaurant with a blow up doll for what fake sports.
No, they would rather just pay the money. They would rather just be like, here's the money, I'm not going to do it. That's the thing. We're not. I don't know if our league is hardcore enough. If we had a comics league, then for sure. But
A lot of our friends are not in entertainment like
that's
us.
true. That's true. They're
I always forget.
normies.
I always forget.
Love the normies. Yeah.
There'll be a full report on my next. Well, we'll see who we have for our guests, but I'm sure we'll talk
We
about.
have a perfect guest next week.
I'm sure we'll talk about how
A bartender. And comic.
trashed I get.
Sean, are you okay? Do you have a drinking problem? Because I can control it. You can't.
What did you drink last night? Did you drink last night?
I had a couple glasses of Hennessy.
Hennessy?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
hate editing, so I sometimes enjoy a beverage while I edit.
so do I.
There you go.
I hate editing, but I just don't drink when I do it.
Yeah, I treat myself every now and then.
No, I don't have a problem. I stopped for a month, no problem, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it for the Rams game, and then the bachelor party, and then maybe on the road with some of our guests. But I think I'm going to cut out the casual nights of drinking.
I was thinking, we're going to be doing the road trip.
Yes.
I think we should try to hit up a tailgate for one of the college games.
I was thinking the same thing.
I think Arkansas, we're going to be in Arkansas at the time.
Arkansas, we can also go to like Mississippi. Or excuse me, we'll be Memphis, Tennessee. We'll be through Tennessee. There'll be some stuff. Arkansas,
But there won't be a game.
The Razorbacks would be a good one to go to. Oh, I got to text our cousin. Our cousin lives out in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I forgot. John.
Johnny
Yeah.
boy.
John lives out there. His parents will not be able to go.
No.
But I'm gonna text John. Those college football games are gnarly. Because we're if you live in LA, all the fans are shit. All Los Angeles fans are like fair weather. So if you go to a game, it's like half the people there are like LA fans, or they just are there for clout. But I want to go to bumfuck Arkansas or Alabama, where it's like 70,000 people, all like, we are Roll Tide, die hard fans, and I want to feel that energy. I want to see how that goes.
Yeah, there's no good sports environment in Los Angeles. Maybe like Prime Lakers back in 2000 maybe was the last good time.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, it's just like, oh, we're just going to, you just like, it's like they treat it like, everybody treats it like a Dodger game where it's like, oh, we're just going, having a couple hot dogs, which is fine. But, you know, if you're going to be
passion.
If you're going to be like, if you're like a Packers fan, then it's like, oh, you're going to Lambeau because Packers is life.
You're sitting in the cold.
Yeah.
You're watching tundra football.
You're in the parking lot. You see somebody making pizza out of the filing cabinet. You know, they're grilling it out of a filing cabinet. That's a fan.
Yeah, LA fans, too many transplants, too many people that are like, I'm at the game to take an Instagram picture.
Yeah.
Well, from what I'd heard
And
from somebody that was from LSU, they said that the stadium only holds about I think it was either 80,000 to 120,000. I'm not sure exactly. But the tailgate has 200,000 people.
See, that's what I want to go to.
Like, there's no, if it is a Saturday in Louisiana, go Tigers. Like, that's it. That's all that's going on.
That's what I want to go to.
Dude, tailgating in Los Angeles is just sad, you know? It's like, all right, hey, we're cooking up Impossible Burgers. You want one? Huh? Anybody? Huh?
I got some.
Who wants a caprese kebab? Oh, you? Okay.
Who wants to do a hard kombucha bong? Anybody? Huh?
Los Angeles sucks.
Let's remember, it doesn't matter who wins as long as everybody has fun. That's an LA tailgate right there.
Sadly, it's true.
Clip it. Yeah, the Rams actually do a decent job. But
I am
yeah, the Rams,
the Bills, they're even.
But they also just won the Super Bowl.
True, but it does depend on the amount of dads that are at a tailgate, I think. Because we've been with a couple of dads that are like, their cars are designed to tailgate. If you get one of those, then it's like, oh, it's go time.
The last one I went to, the NFC Championship, which I didn't even make it to the game.
Blackout?
Yes, but also the tickets sold an
Oh.
hour before the game for like $3,000 or something. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember that.
But we got the sweet spot of, we got an extra parking spot by the planter, right? So it was a walkway. So people, we had the tent over there, and we got surrounded by whatever. There's probably like 5 neighboring cars. 3 of them were dads, coolers, grills, sunscreen, waters, like whatever you needed. They were like the understanding, like, yeah, come on over, friend. You want a burger or something? Not a problem. Not a problem. Been doing this for 30 years.
Dads get in full dad mode and they just have everything lined up. It's great.
I don't like tailgating. I would rather watch the game at my house than go to a tailgate.
But you're
what?
there for the environment.
But you know what? Looking at you, yeah.
Oh, the tailgate. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I might get a little sweaty, and there's going to be smoke from the barbecue.
Yeah, you look like a guy that doesn't enjoy man things.
No, I love man things. I would just rather.
Do you?
I would rather go to a bar, sit down, air conditioning, get unlimited wings or whatever.
Of course, you're a little house cat.
No,
You're a little house cat.
I'm a lion.
Meow,
No, I'm a no.
meow. You're a little house cat. You need your controlled environment. Everything needs to be controlled. Can't have anything spontaneous. I can't be around people.
Didn't you just
Meow.
listen? I
Gotta have exactly what I want to eat. Oh, if I'm gonna have pizza, I need to be able to have napkins to pat the grease off. Here we go. Pat the grease off.
I do pat the grease off
I
on
know
my
you
pizza.
do.
I don't think that's a big deal.
Meow.
No,
Meow.
I just think that
Is there Diet Coke? Does anybody have Diet Coke?
I can't drink Diet Pepsi. Meow.
I do like my Diet Coke.
Yeah, you're a cat. You're a cat. It makes total sense.
I've also never been to a tailgate.
Oh, so just turning down just immediately defeating an idea before you even entertain it.
You would love it.
Well, I just
Mature.
prefer being in a TV. I can flip through the games.
Yeah,
I like Sunday Ticket too
You
much.
are going to be great in the future.
I like
when you just live in a bubble. When you live in a bubble and you get the little slop that comes through the door, and you sit there, you watch TV, and you jerk off later.
You're the guy in the recliner in Wall-E that just sits at the screen. That's you.
You know what? It's in algorithms. They're just going to control your life. You're just going to sit there. Everything's going to be curated to you. You're never going to have a new experience in your life. That's you.
What's so bad about
Meow.
that? I don't see what's so bad about that. Also,
Of course. There's nothing bad about it because there's no risk. Of course.
I like Sunday Ticket too much to.
Did you know that most of these tailgates, people bring their own TVs, and these TVs have satellites on them? And do you know your phone also has Sunday Ticket on it too?
I didn't consider that.
Yeah. No, a lot of them have their own. Do you realize people that go to these tailgates, most of them don't have tickets to the game. Most of them buy parking tickets so they can tailgate.
Interesting.
That's it. They watch the game in the parking lot.
But why wouldn't you just watch it at your house?
Because they want to be around the environment. They like the grilling. They like the drinking, the cornhole, hanging out with people, meeting new people, new experiences.
Why would you not just be at your house with a little ball of yarn that you can play with at any time?
Sunday Ticket round.
I'd rather go to islands. I'll go to islands. I'll get a big wave, and I'll watch the game from there. Oh, Hawaiian shirts, hey!
Say what you will, Islands hire some really hot waitresses.
I do like islands. I love islands. For some reason, I don't know what it is about their T-shirts, but their T-shirts make their girls' tits look bigger.
And they,
there was no other way to say that politely.
It's true.
They're very cut low. Well, not low, but like cut in at the top.
Yeah. Islands knows if you're coming there, they're going to hide some titties under those Trader Joe's shirts. Yeah. They know what you're coming in for. Yeah. And whatever khakis they have, the little khaki shorts, they have a good thing going on at Islands.
Smuggling a couple Lilo with stitches in those shirts, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they know what they're doing down in the Islands.
It is definitely I would say it's definitely one of the top 5 chain restaurants.
Ooh. Top 5 chain restaurants. Here we go.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse is in the top 5.
Sit-down restaurants?
In no particular order, Texas Roadhouse, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's. McDonald's, does that count? Are we counting McDonald's?
Sit-downs.
Sit-downs.
A little more chain restaurants outside of L.A. Maggiano's, I'm a big fan.
Maggiano's is not a good chain restaurant. Olive Garden is one.
That's not good.
Olive Garden's solid. You're the only person that doesn't like Olive
It's disgusting. Absolutely not.
You know what's not in the top 10 and is probably towards the bottom is Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings is a shithole.
Oh, dude, if you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, your wings come out automatically with frost on them.
I disagree. They sponsored us.
That is true. Buffalo Wild Wings did sponsor us. However, every single time I order at Buffalo Wild Wings, it takes 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. I can tell my food has been sitting there for about an hour because the sauce is no longer. It's not even warm anymore, and you can tell when they toss it fresh, and then when it's just been sitting there, and it just looks like it's got a makeup on top of it.
It's coagulated. Yeah, the sauce is coagulated.
Have you considered that they might do it on purpose?
Then that's a very poor business model.
They do it on purpose, probably, because, one, most of the time if you're at Buffalo Wild Wings, you're having a drink. You're the exception. You're having a drink. You're watching sports, right? So you're just, and the longer without food, you're drinking faster. You're watching the game. All of a sudden, your food comes out. You lose track of time. Oh, shit, I've been here for an hour, and I just got my food. I've had 3 beers. And I want another beer for my drink.
What a terrible business model.
I don't think.
Hey, we're going to serve intentionally bad food.
Cold.
Yeah, no thanks.
I just think they have a high turnover on waiters and waitresses because every single person that's ever served me there,
you gave her number 2,
doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I did one time give my number to a Buffalo Wild Wings waitress. And I hooked up with a Buffalo Wild Wings waitress, and then I had to reevaluate my life after that.
Sure.
It was, it was one of those experiences.
Back to the bubble.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those experiences. I will say Buffalo Wild. It's like when RDJ threw the Burger King Whopper off the bridge because it was so bad. That was my Buffalo Wild Wings caused me to reevaluate.
Interesting.
My life choices.
Now I will say
That was Johnny Rockets for me.
Oh God,
In Vegas, I had one of my coming to Jesus moments, throwing up
Milkshakes.
ground up Johnny Rockets burger, and I will never, ever, ever eat there again. That was a brutal hangover. I was just. That was after when we went to see Lil Jon. We ended up not seeing him. We went to Johnny Rockets afterwards when we woke up.
a lot of bad decisions.
It was a lot of bad decisions, but there was no worse decision than that. Johnny Rockets, never again.
I like a restaurant that's going to give it environment. Okay, that's what I go. That's what I gravitate to. I'm going Islands number one. It's tropical. It's fun. It's Hawaiian themed. The food's pretty good. Never had a complaint. I'm gonna put TGI Fridays up there second. TGI Fridays, you know
Bold.
what? It is bold, but it's consistent. It's a clean. Now it's a pretty chic, like gastropub environment. I'll dig it.
My problem with TGI Fridays is they think I don't like that they're pretending to be too fancy.
Yeah.
They bumped up all their prices to ridiculous amounts.
Inflation.
And now they're like, yeah, we're more of a cool hip spot where it's like, no, TGI Fridays is where you stay till 1 a.m. and puke in the
But you got to understand that we're seeing it from where we're from, Simi Valley.
I promise you, we have a nicer version of
in
it.
bumfuck whatever the fuck Arkansas. That's all they got.
I'm gonna go.
It is the nicest place there.
I'm gonna go Texas Roadhouse third. I'm gonna throw California Pizza Kitchen in there,
You're crazy.
and then I'm gonna throw Red Robin to cap it off.
Oh, disgusting! Absolutely not. Red Robin is right above Johnny Rockets at the very bottom. Disgusting.
They revamped their stuff too, man.
I-
Their steak fries are always good.
no, they're not.
The burgers are solid.
I disagree with Sean. Red Robin slaps.
It's
solid, dude.
Red
fucking
Robin
disgusting.
Red Robin slaps. I disagree with your fourth one. What was your fourth one?
CBK.
I would rather eat out of the trash at Islands than fucking go to Red Robin.
Olive
It's
Garden
disgusting.
is better than CPK.
Sean, what's your list?
Probably in no particular order. You said you liked environments. I'm surprised you didn't say Rainforest Cafe.
There's not a lot of them.
Not a big-
I wouldn't consider that a chain.
No particular order. Texas Roadhouse. Not only is the restaurant, how many restaurants do you still get to eat peanuts, throw them on the ground? I love that. I love kind of being able to trash it. The rolls are fantastic. Cinnamon butter.
A man of class.
I don't like butter, but that. Yeah, but how many restaurants? That's part of the experience.
Sure.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a
Then
lot.
you would
of
love
chain
Cracker
restaurants.
Barrel.
Their food's not good.
It's not.
The environment's there. The food is not.
No, it's not.
It's not a lot. Fridays, I'd throw it up there. It's not terrible. Man, I'm trying to think of like mall restaurants.
I think we got the point of this.
Yeah,
bit.
Red Robin's
Well, it's gonna-
disgusting, and Johnny
make a
Rockets is
post about it.
disgusting. Not good.
I disagree. Red Robin slaps.
I don't care what other restaurants you throw in there. Not there. Probably anything red. Red Lobster, bad. Red Robin,
Ooh, I didn't
bad.
I didn't even think about seafood. Red Lobster could be up there.
It should not be up there.
Olive Garden.
Ooh, I left out Outback Steakhouse. That was one I
Outback
left out.
solid.
Outback's way better than.
I'll put Outback above CPK.
You're in an Australian lodge. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But
And cheap steaks.
yeah, no, I'm looking forward to. We're
Sitting in a bar. I'm looking forward to sitting in a bar and just not experiencing life.
what's tomorrow's the first game. That's right. Tomorrow's the first
Can you move your tent, please? It's the sun's a little bit in my eyes, and I have very sensitive eyes. So I just move it over, please. Thank you. That's Alex.
Yeah.
The people I'm going with the tailgate like the tailgate, and
You know that movie?
your boy may or may not be finding himself through a table. We'll see.
Oh, I heard about that. You remember that movie? I don't know if it was called Unbreakable back in the day. Where
Yeah, that was about me.
no. You are the guy that always breaks.
No,
You're the guy that if he takes a step, his whole foot breaks.
I'm unbreakable.
You are the opposite of Kimmy Schmidt. You are just breakable, Alex Virzi.
Yeah, you are.
No, I have resolve. I have
You might have
Strong
less
fortitude.
resolve than me.
You have
That's
resolve.
yeah.
You're afraid to commit to anybody
or thing.
in
That's
your
all
life.
of us.
No, that's not true.
Absolutely. I've committed to you guys.
Have you?
Yeah,
You
I'm
would-
committed to this podcast.
Really?
this
If
audience.
anybody listens to episode 1, you were ready to bail out immediately.
Well, that's different. What is I not going to take a TV show opportunity?
You stand your ground and say, "I want my brothers."
No, No, we had zero negotiating
There was
power.
no
and Sean
commitment.
agreed that we had. You have to take.
There's
that
no
show.
commitment. I'm the only one that's committed.
See, you're on a boat, but you're looking for a better boat. I'm just somebody in the harbor, and I said it is good for all the boats if the boats get raised.
Yeah,
But no,
well, you're a little dock worker. That's appropriate.
I'm a captain.
No.
A captain must understand all parts and all crew.
We're closing this bad boy out. San Diego show's still getting locked in. Obviously, please subscribe to all the stuff. We have everything's listed underneath. Whatever.
Just broke 7,000 subscribers, baby. Let's go.
Keep it building
On YouTube, of course.
on YouTube, but we're building. It's very good.
We appreciate everybody.
Got to get this triplet show, not podcast, the triplet show, building up. But we will be on tour in a lot of places. If you're not from an LA person watching this, again, we'll be in Minneapolis. Multiple shows around Minneapolis, between St. Cloud, Minneapolis, and I think we're doing a meet and greet at the Mall of America.
Come check us out.
I will confirm that next week. But that is a possibility. San Diego's still getting locked in, but for sure is Plano, Texas, Hot Springs, Arkansas, Louisville, Kentucky, Fort Wayne, Indiana,
Go to our website for all the dates.
and Appleton, Wisconsin. Thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate it. Comment down below, all that good stuff. Comment down below all of your top 5 chain restaurants. Thank you guys so much for listening. Later.